Hamas, an Islamist militant group that governs the Gaza Strip, has been in conflict with Israel since its founding in 1987. It does not recognize Israel's right to exist and has historically opposed peace initiatives that imply normalization or recognition of the Israeli state. The Trump administration's Peace to Prosperity plan, unveiled in January 2020, was widely seen as favoring Israel. It proposed a Palestinian state with limited sovereignty, recognized Jerusalem as Israel's undivided capital, and allowed Israel to annex large parts of the West Bank. The Palestinian Authority, led by Mahmoud Abbas, rejected the plan outright, and Hamas dismissed it as a conspiracy and a betrayal of Palestinian rights. The most recent major escalation between Hamas and Israel began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas launched a surprise attack on southern Israel, killing approximately 1,200 people and taking around 240 hostages. This triggered a large-scale Israeli military response in Gaza, resulting in widespread destruction and a severe humanitarian crisis. In the months that followed, intermittent hostage releases occurred as part of temporary ceasefire agreements, often brokered by Qatar, Egypt, and the United States. However, these releases involved only a fraction of the hostages and were tied to humanitarian pauses, not broader political negotiations. While some Hamas officials have occasionally signaled openness to long-term truces or indirect negotiations under specific conditions, such as a full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza or the West Bank, there has been no formal endorsement of the Trump peace plan or a comprehensive agreement to release all hostages in exchange for talks based on that framework. Hamas's political stance remains rooted in resistance to Israeli occupation and rejection of U.S.-brokered deals perceived as one-sided. In contrast, the Trump plan was embraced by then-Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and aligned with his government's expansionist policies in the West Bank. Yet even within Israel, the plan faced criticism for undermining the two-state solution and failing to address core Palestinian demands, including the right of return for refugees and East Jerusalem as a future Palestinian capital. To date, any suggestion that Hamas has agreed to release all hostages and engage in negotiations centered on the Trump peace plan is not supported by credible reporting or official statements from involved parties. The ongoing conflict remains deeply entrenched, with diplomatic efforts focused more on ceasefires and humanitarian aid than on reviving defunct peace proposals. Any future breakthrough would likely require a fundamentally different Fr.